All right, here with Oak Hill coach Andy Kees. Andy, a tough one for you, but you guys battled it with your season opener through no fault of your own. I mean, are you encouraged by this performance coming over here, the Army, a rival, in your first game, and really having a chance down to the end to win that thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm encouraged, but I'm encouraged because of the kind of fight that our kids showed and energy. We preached for the last few days about having a mindset of we're not going to come out and flinch, and we're going to come. We knew it was going to be a fight. We're aware of the history of Oak Hill and Beckley and the type of games these are, and so my kids were informed of what they were going to come into today, and I thought at the very least, maybe not from an execution standpoint, but from an attitude and a mindset, I thought they brought that, and I thought that's why it was a competitive game.
What do you think the difference was down the stretch?
Well, for the most part, like I tell the kids, effort will get you so far, but execution is going to be the difference between winning games and losing games, especially when you're playing good teams like Beckley. And I thought we had moments where we executed really nicely on offense and got the looks we wanted, but we lost people defensively. And we had conversations, and we knew that they could shoot the ball well. We've seen on film that they don't mind shooting and three-point shot, and they have multiple people who's capable of knocking down those shots. And it could be anybody on any given night. And so we broke down assignment-wise a little bit, but that's to be expected this early in the year, playing some new young people, and so we need to clean that up.
Did it surprise you that Robinson had 7 3-pointers? I mean, he was basically on most of the night.
No, I'm not surprised that he made it because I've seen these guys shoot, and I know the kind of confidence they shoot the ball with. So we expect teams with good guard play to be able to make shots and things we do schematically. Leading into games like this, we want to try to take away people's strengths. And then I thought that was one of their strengths, shooting the ball, and it was just breakdowns in different areas of the game where we wasn't able to find them and close out in time. And some of the shots he made were contested. They were just good shots. So, in sports, sometimes you got to just tip your cap to the other guy and say he hit shots. I mean, he's more about business.
He did a real good job on Clary for the first 3 quarters.
Right.
He got started there and finished with 23. I think he had 10 going into the third quarter. He's a tough matchup for anybody, and he I guess he had the go-ahead shot there near the end. How tough is it to guard him when he gets on like he did there in the fourth?
It is tough because he's capable of scoring on the inside. He's capable of shooting the ball on the outside. And anybody's played basketball and been a defender knows the two-way guy is a tough one to guard because he can hurt you either way. I challenged Alvin Purdue this week to take on that role and to guard him. And he's a high-motor guy, and I thought he did a really nice job. And, you got guys who are really good players like Clary, and he's going to get his shots. He's going to score. But you got to try to find a way to limit what they do. And sometimes when you limit one guy, you give opportunities for other people, and I think that's what you saw happen tonight, and he was just able to cash in.
How many games did you have canceled coming in?
I had one game against Pikeview canceled 2 or 3 times that we had to reschedule, and then we moved the Preston game because of football, and it was going to be really close after their playoff run, so we pushed that. So it was some bad luck. Not be able to play a game. Like I told Coach Kidd, I wish we had had an opportunity to play a game leading into this one. So I would have known more of what we were about, and because you practice against each other for a month, and then you don't really learn a lot about you until you play another opponent. And so, but I felt like we fought really hard. I told the guys in there, now we have a starting point, the baseline, and a place to go from here. And if we keep that type of effort and attitude and energy when we go play other teams, and I think we'll have a pretty decent year.
Yeah, definitely.
Conley's played just a little bit. I mean, he really kind of became almost unstoppable for you guys.
Sure. And I just told him over in the locker room, we just had that conversation, and I called him out and I said, Brent, I think that was probably the best game I've ever seen you play. In years past, Brent has been primarily a guy who likes to play on the perimeter and shoot the ball a lot, and I've really challenged him this offseason to be a guy who attacks the basket, score points in the paint because he's capable, and then your 3-point shots will come to you because people will respect your inside game. And he's done what I've asked him to do. He's been coachable, and I just think you see the fruits of a guy being coachable and listening. And he didn't play scared, and he played aggressive, and we need our seniors to do that. You could say the same thing for Tom Jones.
Yeah, did you like the way you guys attacked the basket tonight? I thought that was pretty a bright spot for you guys.
It was, and we seek to have an identity offensively and defensively, and our identity offensively is we want to put pressure on the rim. because that's been a weakness for us in the past, and I've challenged our guys to do that. And sometimes it led to bad shots, but that's playing the first game of the year, and that's going to be an outcome sometimes when you're early into the season. But on the flip side of that is we put stress on defenses, and that's what we want to do. We want to put stress on defenses offensively and attack the basket. Everything we do offensively is designed to do that, and the guys have been coachable and been listening to what I tell them to do. And I think we saw the beginning of that tonight.
All right. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate you.
Yes.